You know, in the Old Testament, the Lord told the people, His people, that He wanted them to bring a tithe. The tithe was 10%. And the tithe was to go into the storehouse. In the middle of the community was the tabernacle. In that tabernacle were all the priests. And all of the tithes went into that storehouse. And they tithed not just money. They tithed of their harvest. If they were farmers and they were bringing in grain, they tithed a portion of their grain to the tabernacle or the temple. If they were other kinds of farmers, all kinds of grain, they would bring it in. If they were farmers and they had animals, they would bring of their animals and offer them. And all of that went into to benefit the community. And the Lord said to them, I want to be in your midst. I want to be with you and travel with you. I'm going to be in the middle of your community. And the Levites, the priests, are going to take care of the administration of that tabernacle. And all of the tithe that came in was to supply for the upkeep of that tabernacle as they traveled. Now, they didn't have to, they could have lived without it. They could have said, no, we're not going to do that, but then they had a choice to make. If they didn't do that, then the tabernacle wouldn't be there, because there wouldn't be the supply for it. And God was saying to them, I want to be with you, and this is the provision that I've made for me to be with you. Now they were to give a tithe, and then they brought offerings. Offerings were different. Offerings were above the tithe. The tithe was the 10% that everyone had to share, and it was fair because 10% of my income and 10% of your income, it wasn't a set amount, but it was 10%. And He said, I want to be fair. And God did that. So they gave a tithe, and then anything else that they wanted to give, that was an offering. But the tithe came to the storehouse. They could give an offering to anything they wanted to. Any other ministry, any other thing that they felt. But the tithe came to the tabernacle, because that's where they received the ministry that they needed in their lives. Amen. And so the principle in the New Testament is, somebody said, well, we're not in the Old Testament. No, we're not. In the New Testament, the principle is, everything I own belongs to God. Everything I own belongs to God. And I give Him offerings to remind myself that everything that I have belongs to God. But everything He has belongs to me. And the principle is that we tithe into the storehouse where we're receiving spiritual strength and food. And so if you are receiving and being blessed by the ministry here, and it's not just one person, it's many. If you're being blessed by the ministry, then God would ask you to cooperate and to work with us and to worship Him. Your tithe is worship, just like when you raise your hand when you sing, because it's a part of you. You are saying, God, I love you, and I'm giving this to you. And you're trusting that what is done with that is going to be for the furtherance of the kingdom. And I can tell you that's what's happening here. It's going for the furtherance of the kingdom. We are accountable. We have overseers. The funds that come into this church, we are accountable for. So you can know that this is good ground. And we saw yesterday, didn't we? We saw an example, a manifestation of the blessing of God. And we want to do more things like that. We want to do more outreaches and more concerts and movies and things like that. Outreaches to touch the community. And we're going to. Praise the Lord. I said more about money there than I said in 2 years. So
come on forward.
Thank you for your gift. Isn't it a shame how we break each other's hearts? Cause each other pain. How we take each other's love without thinking anymore. Getting to get back. It's heavy. Some things take so long. But how do I explain with not too many people can see we're all the same? And because of all their tears, their eyes can't hope to see the beauty that surrounds them. Isn't it a pity? Na, 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 na. Na, 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 na. Isn't it a pity? Na, 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 na. Isn't it